Okay, I got this edger, an MTD. It's a really old one. You can tell by the flathead brigs, but she wanted two things. First one was this bracket here for the adjustment had broken. It clean cracked off, and I didn't record that, but I welded it. But the other thing was that on this, the throttle control is this thing. Somebody had put this in here, and well, it makes this work in the opposite direction as the markings on here, and she really didn't like that. So I ordered this Stens unit, okay? This Stens unit from Amazon. There's a part number. It's a little long, so I'll have to make it work, but it should make it work and go in the right direction. So let's see what it takes to install that, okay? Alright, to mount it, this is going to give me the right orientation because it pulls from the bottom. So I removed the original because it goes in the opposite way. So I'm going to fit it in here, okay? And then I'm going to mount it somewhere here, hopefully, so that you know, they can use it like that, and that's the hope, okay? So that we can actually do it that way, okay? So let's see what we can come up with for that. Okay, I need to trim the cable, so I popped it out of there, and I'm going to unhook it so I can take the outside sleeve off, okay? So I can measure it to length. And then I'm going to take a pair of side snips and just cut it where I think it needs to be. Right there. Just like that. And that's the side I'm going to keep. And then I'm going to place it back in. Okay. So, make sure it doesn't come off. Alright, we're going to put it back in there. The Z. And then we're going to put it back on. Okay. So that should work pretty well. Okay, so let's put it back on. And then we're going to clip this, the metal part right here, back on so it stays. Alright, so I just took a pair of, and now it's back on. And it should work just like the same. So now we're going to finish. And then we'll cut it. Okay, so I had to like make a little bracket here so it fit on the back. And so now I'm going to do is I'm going to weld this on here, and then we'll get it together, okay? Well, here's my solution. I mounted it. I used a piece of exhaust pipe, flattened it out, and I welded it on here because I didn't want any protrusion. So let's see if we can get this thing mounted here, okay? So we're going to come through, and then we're going to put that down there. And I drilled a hole pretty much where the screw goes through, and then I'm going to try to mount this puppy right here if I can. And I might have to add another bracket, I don't know, but right now this is what I'm trying to do. And then we're going to tighten that up, and then that should give this thing some purchase to do that, okay? So I'm going to get that down, and then alright, now I got to cut the wire down to size and put a Z in it. I measured for the full extension that it's supposed to be, because if I put it there, if I pull it, it goes in. If I push it out, that's the full extension. So that's where I want this to be right there. So I'm thinking this is the bottom of the hole is right there. So that's the start of the Z. I figure the Z was going to start right about here. That's the first bend of the Z, and I can adjust a little bit there, and then we're going to cut it off and make the rest of it, okay? So let's try to make the Z, and all you need is 2 pair of pliers. So I'm just going to put it one right there, and then I'm going to take the other plier and just bend it 90 degrees, like so, and then I'm going to put the other plier back right here. And we're going to bend it over, and again, another 90 degrees. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but okay. And then I'm going to cut that off where I think it doesn't meet, right about here. Okay, and so we're going to finish the Z. And make nice little tools for this, but if you don't have one readily available, then this is what you got. And when you're done, you should end up with a Z like that. Alright, and so now I gotta thread this baby in here. Just like that. Roll this back, pull that out, and then we can set the length right here. The Z's in where it's supposed to be. And then I can tighten this down to where I think it's supposed to be. Okay, that's full stop right there. Okay, now I'm going to tighten the screw down to hold the cable in place. Okay, and then when I go the opposite way, there's the cable travel. Okay. Works. Okay, that works. So we're done. I'm going to put it back together and return it. Thank you.